To install the MySQL, I think the latest server we have is I think 8 point something. I just know we've already gotten to 8, so we actually don't know the extended version quality of it. But I know we're in Git database version 8 now. So let me confirm if this guy still recorded. All right. So what we're going to do now is first of all, we're going to mysql.com. All right. So I'm going to mysql.com. So mysql.com. So it should take me to the Oracle.
We keep losing you, Sal.
Very, very slow. I need to do something about this.
We are losing you.
You can't. Okay. Am I clear now? Like, is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay. I think I need to do something here. So what do I activate here?
You have Nigerian passport. You going to Nigeria, you still got to stay some time to process everything. She said, "Don't worry, I'm good."
Hello. Wait.
Who's going to Nigeria? Shegun, can you mute yourself? Shegun,
Yeah.
if you want to speak.
Can you hear me now?
If you want
something.
Okay, yes, we can hear you now. You said?
Yeah, please. This is my SQL. Are you giving us this tutorial from the scratch or
From scratch, yes, exactly. That's the meeting from scratch. Then we're going to solve continuing from where we stopped.
Because I've not been able to have all the sessions have been missing out.
Yes, this is actually
this time I want to follow it up.
All right, no problem.
Thank you.
All right, no problems. You're welcome. We thank God, rather. All right. Okay, someone else wants to speak. Yes, Mark. You can go on. Okay, I don't think he's there. All right. So now the next thing we're going to do is go under the download section right here. Yes, definitely. Go on.
Okay, so sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to highlight something. Yeah, I had actually tried to download it through terminal. And again, I asked a colleague and we tried to, I had set some password in the terminal. And then when I installed the Workbench, when I try to log into the localhost, it just says it does not log into, the password that I had actually when I input it, it refuses. So I had to uninstall it from the terminal. And then I installed it. I downloaded it actually through the website the way you are
when
doing
you installed it. When you uninstalled it, are you there? Like when you uninstalled it from the terminal, did you also uninstall it from your device?
Not really. I had not actually downloaded it on the device, but on the terminal.
If you download it, if there's something you need to know. We call something system files. All right. There are some particular system files that comes with this all these applications like this, and they are like a kind of like a dot file. And what do we call dot file? Like files that are not visible. All right. So they are like a kind of like secret place where some particular stuffs are kept. All right. So in the sense that now that you've installed it in your terminal, there is a particular brain place that has been kept in your terminal that even if you should uninstall it and try to install it, it's still going to be able to remember that you have it somewhere before and then drag those information from that particular folder out and ask you of that same password from the former one.
Okay.
Yeah, so I hope we can still solve that issue later, but just watch this and then try to follow this particular method. So if that one is actually still bothering you, then I don't want to promise, but I can look for a way to maybe host a separate section with you and then we'll debug that together. All right, so with that being said, I don't want to waste any much more of our time. So I'm going to just come down here to my SQL community GPL downloads, all right? So after going here, I clicked on downloads. And then I scrolled down to this particular section here. All right. So now, after clicking on this, now here we can see we have lots and lots of community downloads, but we actually know what we're going for, right? So we're just going for my installer for Windows, right? So I'm just going to click on this. And then, okay, our version is 0.43. All right, so, and everything has been set. My operating system is also Microsoft Windows. Apologies. So I'm just going to scroll down a bit. Okay, so, and then I can just click on this to download it to make it easier for myself. So this is like a web installer version. So it's lightweight. Instead of downloading all the folders, it just gets like the important ones. And actually both still works same way. All right. So if you want to install it with the actual file installer, you can use this. And if you want to use the web installer, you can also use this. So everything works together. All right. So now I personally myself would love to use this because it's just this simple like this. But then we can actually still use this one. I think let's just go with this then. Let's just go with this. Let's just go with this because this one too tends to be somewhat simple. All right. So let's download this. Let's download this. But I would have loved to use just start my download. All right, so let's just wait. This is 354 MB, so this is going to take a little bit of our time, but I think I'm running on. This is actually very slow. I'm supposed to be running on 2 MB per second. Fast.com. Fast.com. Kilobytes per second. My God. This is definitely going to take our time. Okay. I guess I'm still running 2 MB per second. Oh, it's reduced. It's reduced. Thought I was running 2 MB per second. Let's see. So if this is going to like keep slowing us down like this, I think at least still somewhat close to the place. Okay. So very soon you guys will actually be hearing some noises at the background because I'm actually around home here. So, and these guys at home here, they don't have regard for anything. So just now start making noise. So you blame them when they come in and not me. But I'm sure they're not in here. I think they're still out. Definitely sure one is going to come here very soon. All right. Let's see. This is actually taking time. Am I still connected? Are we with me? Hello?
Yes, we are with you.
Okay.
We are connected.
I don't think
we are with you.
we'll be able to wait.
Share this with you.
I don't think we'll be able to wait on this guy. Hold on. Goodness. Let's just use this thing. Let's use the, although it's almost, this is still 80. We're still going to 300. No. I guess we should just use this one. Let's see what's on. I think it's still, we can still wait on it. We can still wait on it. Welcome. All right. Let's say this again. think it's somewhat faster now. Weird here. Either faster or not. Let's just download this. This is just 2 MB. So no, thanks. Just start my download. So it's actually the same thing. So let's go with it. So going to pop out now. See now. It's not there. I thought I clicked on this. Okay. I think I should cancel this one and then wait on this. So this is just 2 MB. So I'm just going to click on the folder here and then so let it open right here and then right click on it and open. All right, so it's preparing. Do I need to clear the whole screen then? All right, so it's installing now. It's installing. Apologies. It's like I'm having hiccups. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's actually asking, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Then you say yes. So it will continue. Then it's asking again, do you want this app to allow? Yes. Whatever it asks, just say yes, 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 and yes. All right, so we have the screen. I believe you guys can see this MySQL installer 1.6 showing here. So internet connection fonts is trying to connect me to the server now. Are we with me? I hope we can see this, right? Let's respond so I know I'm not disconnected.
Just screen.
We are seeing it. We are seeing it.
Okay, can you see my screen?
No, I can see your screen.
And you can see my screen also. Okay, if you can't see my screen, you have to exit the meeting and join again. Then it's going to be clear because it's actually still sharing. The screen is still on. All right. All right, so
what I set up server will listen.
Who is that? Oh, please, can you mute your mic? Right, thank you. So now we have after the section, after that pop-up, we have this installer section here that says choosing a setup type. So we can actually customize our setup and we can just like install the server only if we want the server only. All right, so it's actually almost like the same thing, but for this section, so let's do the custom setup. But I would have loved us to do the server, but then most of us actually have heard of like Workbench, and then we might want to install the Workbench also and the like. So we're going to customize what we want to install ourselves. So we're going next. So here we're going to see these 3 products. All right. So we're going to see these 3 products here. So we're going to click on plus, then go to the second plus, then go to the third. So then this is where you now get access to the version. So you pick the one at the top, which is the latest version 8043. Then you click on it, then press this green arrow right here to send it to this other side here. Press it and then you see it here. So this is gone. So it is only if you remove this before you can have access, because you can't install more than one product type. So I'm just going to click on this first one here. I don't have to bother myself with this one. So I'm going to close it from here and then open this again and then go to Workbench. Then open Workbench also. So grab the latest Workbench and then send to this side and then go back, close the application again. Then open the application again. Okay, close Workbench. Then I might want to install the shell. So grab the latest shell again, send it to the other side. Then close the shell and then grab the router again. Pick the latest router, send it to the other side, and close the application. I think that's the 3 things in the application here. So, and then close. And now documentation, I don't actually need this. So this is what I just need my server, my workbench, the shell, and the router. All right, so then the next thing to do is click on next, as it's pronounced also, next. So then now we need to download this, then install them. So first of all, let's download, execute. So this is going to take a little bit more time, but let's see, what do we do to make this a little more faster? Let's see, what can I do? I need to change my router. Okay, so let's just wait on them. And while we're waiting on them, what can we do to spice things up? What can we do? 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 Okay, I think it's kind of fast. Wow, looks like I'm running on 4 MB per second. Apologies. I really need to take water. So let's try this again. I thought as much. It's actually downloading fast. It's reduced again. So I'm reading on 3 MB per second. Right? Still makes sense. Oh, 2 MB per second. .3. All right, still. At least we've got ear, and ear ready to go. So I think shell is just going to be what's going to drag us behind now. Okay, but that's actually not a problem. That's actually not going to be like a problem at all. So what we just need to do to while away time, I think let's just go down to shouldn't we just go down to to spare me and let me do what I want to do. So let's go grab. All right. So are we still there? I hope I'm still connected to you guys.
Very much connected.
I don't think so.
Okay. Like
we can hear you clearly.
If let me ask, I only have Workbench on my. I think I only downloaded Workbench. Would that serve?
How can you download the Workbench?
No, I've downloaded Workbench and I've been using it.
Looks
I'm
like
saying
I'm
that
breaking.
would that serve?
Okay, like you've installed the server, but you've not installed Workbench. So you're looking for how to download just the Workbench, right?
I've installed the Workbench, but I don't have the server. I don't have the server, I don't have the shell, and I don't have the router.
The maths is not matching. Like how can without the server? How is it possible at your own end?
I think what he's trying to say is that
yes, we can hear you. We can what was he trying to say?
Yeah.
Am I the one that is disconnected?
He's trying to say that
my connection
can you hear me?
is acting up. Are you guys still here? Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, so what was it? What do you say was trying to say, please?
He was trying to say that during the class when we were installing my SQL bar, so the
yes. Bench and server. Yes, the shell and the router actually aren't that necessary, but definitely you're going to need it someday. So it's better to just have it now. You get.
So
it's just like just like installing it because definitely you're going to need it someday. So it's better to just have everything set up now and instead of like doing it later. But he said he has the workbench, but he doesn't have the server. So I'm wondering how he did that.
No, I think it's
Yeah,
only the router and the shell. That's what
I
even me
think
too.
okay. From what I'm getting you now, the workbench cannot work without the server. Is that not what you're saying? Well, I know that it's working on my. I'm
Like
using it. I use it.
they depend like severely on each other. They depend
Okay.
very much on each other. You know what's called server,
Okay.
right? Like server, like the
Yes. Yes. I
connection,
do. I
like
do. Mm,
the interpretation, like the kind of connection between two applications, like a connection,
yeah.
or should I say like a live something
Live
like a
connection.
way
Yeah.
a particular application can communicate with another particular something like a maybe a database or another data set or something thereabouts or another application. So
Okay.
if it is actually working for you, then it's still somewhat good. But I don't think you will be able to use having the servers.
Hello, hello. I also have a question, please. And my own question.
Yes, go
Hello,
on.
hello. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes, I want to ask
yes,
that.
yes.
How do we know if we have a shell and how do we check it? And also, I want to ask that to use.
Okay, you're asking how you can know if you have the shell. Sorry, maybe you have the shell and then you have the router and the likes, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Isn't
Yes.
it?
yes.
It's
And is it? Are
it's
we going to
actually
use of information
it's very simple. It's
using?
very simple. You see, the same way it is written here. Can you hear me? The same way it is written here. Just come to your search engine and just say MySQL shell. Then if you can't find it on your PC, like not like this, not like this ones, like if it's not appearing on your PC like an application, so it shows that you don't have. But if you have it, it's going to show like an application, and then you can just click on it to launch it if you want. So there's actually three. Sorry, they have like yes, each and every one of them, whichever one you want to search, for, just search like this same way is written here. In fact, you can even type just shell, and it's going to bring it out, or workbench, or server, or router. It's going to bring them out. And then everybody has their own work. You see, for this one now, this server here is like the actual database engine where where all those data live, and is the one that is storing, processing, and securing all those data. So it's the one that is using to communicate with the VS Code. This one is actually was communicating with VS Code, communicating with whichever uh uh I don't even know what to say, but I just know that without it, nothing else work, because workbench, shell, router, they are just like tools. They are tools like you use to talk to this server. So that was why I was wondering when someone said he has workbench and does he have server and it works. So it's kind of like funny. So and you actually just in our databases, like creating them, managing the databases, the tables, and the queries, and so on. And you now see this workbench now on its own. This one is like the graphical interface, which is like this particular session now. This is what we call graphical interface (GUI). So this particular one, you can just double click on folder to open it. But on terminal, if you want to open this folder, you use CD something something. So like this one is just like instead of using the terminal, a graphical interface where you can just be clicking on something. So this one just lets you like manage the databases visually. So there's no need to where you can just drag and drop your design and things like that. Then you now see this shell right here now. This particular shell is the one that yes, this
We keep losing you. We are losing you.
shell is like, I mean, when you search for what's it
We are
called?
losing you, sir.
Command line of shell. The act is okay. I'm not audible, right? Like it's disconnecting, like it's breaking.
Yes, it's breaking, fluctuating.
Oh my goodness. What can I even do to make this thing like stay okay? I think I've got an idea. Let me just join the meeting from here also. Let me join the meeting using, I switched from router because the router is weak to my mobile phone and still the same thing. So let me join the meeting with my mobile phone and see. Okay. Uh, okay, it's here. I'm actually running on 6.6 MB per second, so I don't know why it's glitching. Okay, but we're still following, right?
Yes, we are following you, sir.
Let me just join. Right, so let me join here and then switch this and join meeting. So what's the meeting code again? Let me quickly grab the meeting code. These guys are around again, eh? Come on, just open the door and close it in peace. Just bank door anyhow. ZBW A B M then join. So I think join. Okay, I have to mute one. All right. So can we hear me clearly now?
Better, very much better, very much
Are we
better.
with me? So
Yes.
all right. So now that I'm connected with another phone, I think it's going to balance the connection. All right. So now, so as I was explaining, this particular shell is the one that is actually powering that our command line client, the command section, the command line section. But it's actually more than like it's more advanced than the old MySQL CLI interface. So this one actually is the one like that is letting us use the SQL. Like it lets us use like SQL, JavaScript, or Python to manage our server. So we use the likes of JavaScript, Python, and so on. SQL is going to like understand it and is going to like automate it and things like that. And then just get guy here, this last one here, the router. So it's just like the middleware. So it's the one that's like routes databases traffic between applications and my SQL servers. So this one is just like how do I even put it now? Like it just like it helps in like load balancing. Just it's really just helps in like balancing. It's like high availability and connecting to my SQL clusters without the application knowing the exact server address. So it's like a
Hello.
traffic police that.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Go on. We can hear you. Like,
that and we can't. Are you and being on without? Are you saying that we must always have internet connection to access all those MySQL tools? MySQL can't work without being connected to the internet.
Can someone please help me with what she said?
Hello.
Hello. I think she's asking that can my SQL works without internet connection?
Hello.
That is my SQL not going to work if you don't have internet connection, right? Well, my actually my SQL server, especially this MySQL server, it runs locally on your machine. So if you install it that way, you can store queries, like you can manage data without even touching the internet. It's actually going to work. So what it needs a network like what it needs is a like a network connection, but it's not that like anything live. And PCs do come with like live server, like they have their own personal home server. That's 12, isn't it 128 or 126 9 something something, then 0.0.1 something thereabout. I think no, it's 127. Yes, live servers like local host is 127.0.0.1, but application servers are like 196, 12. I think that's for component only if this MySQL that you installed here, if you're not using your storage, like I mean your PC for the particular stuff you're trying to do, maybe your MySQL is like your SQL is in another, if your SQL is on like is live on the internet or something thereabout. So if you're trying to connect remotely is when you need this thing where you maybe you're even on like cloud host. If your database is a cloud host database and so on like that, maybe you're using, what's the name of this guy again, MongoDB and so on like that. That's when you need internet. But since you are downloading MySQL, so you don't need like you actually don't necessarily need internet, all right? But it is just good to have internet around, but actually it's going to work. So that's it about it. So now let's execute and then start installing everybody one after the other. So we're installing from the server. So the server installation is coming. So this server now, so now that so if we install this MySQL server on our laptop, we can run within the fine. And I no go allow person rest. So you just come inside, just come look, go back. Like evil spirits.
Hello.
Yes. All right. Apologies. Don't mind my people here. All right. So if we install like MySQL server on our laptop now, we can run the Workbench. It's so let's just search. So actually the most essential one are just these three. So but it's okay to still have router connected. So I hope I'm still connected. Hello, can you guys hear me? Am I still connected?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
We can hear you. We can
Thank
hear
you. I
you.
really appreciate it.
I hear you.
Thank you. So this thing is also taking time. You see, this router, I would have said we should just leave router, but let's just install everything because router's work is not really that what we need, because what we're doing is not complex enough to have like we needing this as well. There's no, I think it's better to just have it installed sharp. Okay, 66. In fact, I will actually have to edit and cut out this long comment. Let's check the recording. What's the recording? We've recorded 37 minutes. So let me stop the record and then initiate and then stop. Start. Okay. This is 2. This is part 2. Okay, so while this is still installing, once again, I saw it was maybe 60 something or 70 something, I can't remember. I'm actually surprised seeing it here at 80. So thank you all once again, and let's resume back to where we are right here. Okay, so we have the router. So router, you should not take time because I don't think your phone is even much like that. Don't take time. Yes, I can just delete you now. My goodness, it's not even responding. Okay, I knew you're not supposed to take time. Okay, so next. Now, we have our product configuration here. So this is where we need to this is where we're now going to configure whichever one. But actually, this is like, I don't even know why they still even bring this thing out. Everything is already the same thing. So there's nothing to do here. Just leave this product configuration. But this is where we are going to configure our SQL. All right. So, but what we need to do now is, you see this particular page here, we just need to confirm just one thing. All right. Just need to confirm that the port is 33006, because this is the port that my SQL will use on any server. Anywhere you see this guy or host, you must use 3306. So I can show you. I would have loved to show you the back end of a website, like a live server, so you can see it's always port 33006. But I think there's no need to be doing that. We actually don't have enough time to waste. So let's just continue. Next. Going to do is it says use strong password encryption for yada yada yada. That's what we're actually going to use. So just next, everyone that is, how many of us are in 21? For all the 21 persons inside this meeting, whatever password you use here, make sure it is what, even if someone wakes you around 1 a.m. at night, what's the password to your SQL root? You should be able to say it. Don't use complex password that you're going to forget. That is going to make you delete everything from beginning again. All right. So now I'm going to input a password now. So I'm going to use my usual password. There's a particular password I use for this. So if you know one password, you've known all. All right. So the other section is just to confirm if you still if you remember what you actually wrote. So I'm going to I did mistake here. All right. So I think it says it's weak. That one is your own problem. It's weak, it's no weak. Is it your weak? It's my this thing is my SQL, so it's not your own. So leave it, let it be weak. At least I'm sure none of you can guess what the password is. So either weak or yes, either weak or not. That's not my issue. All right. So now that we've actually added this, so one thing is we can add a username. We can actually give this a username. Like if you want to use a username instead of like maybe use root, you can add user a. But it is just better to just next. All right. So now when you hit this, you're going to see this place, this window service. All right. We're going to see this window. Here it's actually very, very, very simple. So the same thing as you're seeing everything here complete like this. What you just need to do is press next. So it's very, very simple. Just click next. Everything has been selected already. And what you want to do is make sure that you are actually granting full access. All right. You leave this to grant full access. And then you do what? You go to the next line. So now here we are going to see all the configuration stuff that we've set up. So now we're going to click on execute, then it is going to set up the configurations and then tick gradual. Okay, so that this is fast. Wow, that's fast. This one, she's not supposed to take our time at all. I knew it. All right. Let's wait for it. Starting the server. Okay, I think everything is done. So my configuration for MySQL server was successful. So click to finish and finish. And then there you go. So now what we want to do next is here, next. As you can see, it's actually very simple. So here now it says MySQL router configuration. So bootstrap MySQL for the use of blah 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 blah. That one is not for us to tamper with. So actually you can just click on finish, and if you want, you can still activate this, but you will have to give it an IP address and something like that. So we are not using an InnoDB cluster, so we're just going to click finish. All right. So then next, so we are not going to have this log, which is the one that is actually now letting us know that our workbench has been done. Our workbench has been set up, and our shell also is also ready for setup. So what we're just going to, so workbench, so should fly in. I'm not seeing workbench. Workbench, where are you? I knew you were going to jump in. Okay, so this is our workbench, and then this is the shell, like this is the server, and this is the workbench, this is the shell, this is the workbench. Scan for local MySQL server. Okay. So we have this ready. So as you can see, this is just as simple as it is to install MySQL, and it is now working very, 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 very fine. All right. So now, what we're going to do now is we need to connect MySQL. All right. We're going to confirm if it is connected to as a variable on our PC. All right. So I'm going to search for environmental variable to first confirm environmental variable to system environmental variable. All right. So I'm going to come directly down here to environment variables, and then here in my path, okay, is there already? Thank God. Okay, so I'm just going to say edit, and then I think, yeah, that's it. So I think I don't even need stress. So thank God I actually later used the first one, downloading that. In case you're using that particular one, let me just show us how to do it. Just show us how to do it. So here in path, right here. So let me do it. So I'm going to come right here to my download. All right. So for we can still do it. All right. So for those of us that use the live installation, so do it also. All right. It's actually good. So it's just like two-factor authentication. So now I'm going to what's it called? This PC. I need to increase this page first. So I don't think it's on SSD. I think it's here. Okay. So, and I'm going to my program files, not the x86, just program file. And then here I'm going to search for MySQL. So this is it. Then enter into MySQL. Then I'm going to speak with the server. So I have, so now after entering the server right here, then I'm going to open this bin again. This does bin, sorry, not does bin, like bin. If we have any ALS students here, I think the person will understand. So that this bin section, we're just going to now like copy it. So what I just did is just click on this space right here and then copy this. I can use Control C or Control X, doesn't matter. Then I'm going to minimize this. Then now come back to my environmental variables right here. Then in the system variables here, in the system variable, I'm going to click on this path. You can see this path here, this particular one, this small letter. When you click on it, it's going to be highlighted like this. So if you edit it, it's going to show you this list of the environment paths that we have already. So what you want to do is click on new to create a new path, and then just paste it, Control V to paste it. So once you paste it, what you want to do is just click OK, and that's it. So now I'm going to click OK, and then this one too, OK, and OK. So with this, our command prompt. All right. So let me open command prompt. So you know this is actually the shell. This is the shell, like the shell for MySQL. But now let's show you something. Let me use command prompt to access it. What's going on? Is the PC? Am I still connected? My PC is blank here. Just the screen just went out. Hello, are we still with me? Are we there?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
You are still connected.
Are we here? Are we here?
Yes.
Can hear you. Can hear you.
I don't know. Like my PC, my PC just like the screen just went blank now. Like I don't know. Let me.
But we are seeing you and we can hear you.
Yes, I can even see. Of course, you know I joined this meeting also with my mobile phone. I can see the screen from my mobile phone here, but on my actual PC here it's just blank. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Look at it. This is how blank it is here. It was actually displaying at your end there. It's blank now. I don't know
You can actually again and welcome to MySQL Workbench.
Yes. But can you see, like, check the meeting? You're going to see, I'm actually showing you I'm showing you the PC now. Like this is my PC. This is what I'm saying, but you guys can see what the screen is showing, but this is what I am saying. Yeah, it's blank.
You can't see anything.
It's not blank
It's still
here.
showing like
It's not blank here.
okay. I don't think you guys can see. I activated my video. Like if you check the meeting, check the meeting, you see I'm actually recording. Look at it. This is the PC now. It's blank here. So and I don't know how. Okay, let me just use the screen from here to try to do something. But the timing is different. My God. The timing is. Okay, it's responding now. Let's see. How do I access? Okay. No. Come back. Yes. Yeah. So I'm actually just I'm controlling the PC from my mobile phone that is actually joined to this meeting. So that's why I'm kind of slow. So let me stop presenting. Stop presenting. Okay, now that I've stopped presenting, how do I now present again? Because it's still not working here. Okay, let me just turn off. can see you guys. So let me share my screen again.
Yes.
Hello, can we hear me? Hello, am I still active?
Yeah. Can't see your
I'm not
screen.
hearing anybody. It looks like I'm being disconnected. Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
All
Please
right.
go on. We can hear you.
Thank you. I really appreciate. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. All right. So MySQL double hyphen, and then now we want to check if we have it installed. So I'm just going to say MySQL double flag or double hyphen version. So and it says MySQL version 8.0.43 for Windows 64 on X6, blah 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 blah. So this is just a sign to show that we've been connected. So now let me try using command prompt to log in also. So I'm going to say MySQL, and then I'm going to say hyphen user or universal, whichever way, root. Then because I didn't actually set a user, use root, then hyphen p, and say enter. So it's going to request for my password, and then I can give it my password. Let's hope. All right, and I'm logged in. So, and the first thing I want to do, I can say show databases to see if I have any database here. Show databases. Let me increase the screen. Show databases. Then hit enter. And then there we go. We have our database. We have, we don't even have any database. We only have information schema for MySQL, performance schema for the system. So we don't have any database yet. All right. So that is just as simple as it is. Like as simple as it is to have database installed. So I believe we've been following from the beginning. So now what we want to do is the step 2. Now that we've installed it, we've connected it to even our environment variables. And now what we want to do is we want to link it to VS Code. So I think someone was actually having issues with that. So apologies. Okay. Hello, can we hear me? Are we there? Hello?
Hello.
Like, are we there? Can we hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, so I'll continue. So now we've accessed, let's use here also. So let's just use this particular place again and then say show databases. So we're supposed to log in first. So I hope it asks us to log in. Databases not found. Okay. So let's log right in again. Let's log back in again. Like let's log in again. So let's log in again. So we're going to input our simple command again, then which is since my SQL here has already been written, my SQL. So from here, we're just going to continue. Do we even need to even use the shell self? Don't worry about this. Let's just use the GUI because most people use this workbench. and that's it. So for the workbench, we just click on this. So we have this connection ready. So if you want to create another connection, you can, but it is advisable to just stick to one so that you will not complicate things. If you are not familiar with SQL, don't complicate things. So just click on this. Once you click on it, it's going to ask you for your password. So you can save the password so it won't ask you again. But I'm not going to save it. I need to be inputting it anytime I want to use this particular section. All right. So now let's press OK. And then we have our interface here. All right, so now that we've got our interface, there's something I would have even want us to do also, but does it even really matter? Do we even need to even do it? I don't think there's any need to do it. It's actually like waste of time. So let's just leave it. There's no need to do it. But first of all, we can actually still just do from here. This is our query interface here, where we can do our where we can run our command like show databases, and then just hit enter and like hyphen, and then just click on this icon to execute. And then this is it. This the same thing we saw in the terminal is the same thing we add here. All right, so it's just as simple as this. So now let's just dive directly or immediately into the next one, which is connecting it to VS Code. All right, so and yeah, let's just go to VS Code. Let's go to VS Code. So now on VS Code, let me check what time is this. How many minutes? 21. Okay, we still have enough time. So now I'm going to activate my VS Code. So I just going to remind you guys that, like, if you want to open VS Code, right click on the VS Code icon here, then you see list of projects. So you don't want to like just click on it and then just continue where someone else's or maybe your former project is. Just right click on the icon here in your taskbar and then say new window. All right. So I'm going for a new window. Then now in this new window, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to remove this, and then going directly to my extension, full speed ahead, and then search for SQL tools by Matthias. SQL, then tools. So I think this is how the name is. SQL tools, yes, by Matthias. So am I still connected? All right.
Yes,
so
you are
this is it. All right. So the first one, this MySQL tools, not MySQL tools, my whatever, or the one by Kellan Shen. We're using the one by Matthias. So it's actually not that there's anything special about it, but actually, we just recommend it because it's actually its own that I've been using. So trust publisher and install. So I'm trusting publisher and installing. So we're going to wait for the installation. Okay. All right, so it is done, and you can see it's just as very, very easy. So now that we've installed MySQL tools, what we need is MySQL driver. So say MySQL driver. So you can add space or you can just separate them. So there's a particular one. Oh, I don't know. Okay, yes, this is it. MySQL, Maria, and TIB. Yes. So install this again by Matthias. Install this again. All right. So let's wait on it. So now that it's installed, when we installed this, the first one, then the MySQL, then this particular SQL tools popped out. So now that we've installed the driver, so it's to connect. So first of all, let me go back to this particular page here and then remove it. Wait. Has it finished installing? No, it hasn't. So let's just wait for it. Let's just hold a little, just a little longer, and then just allow it show the word installed. Okay, so it's installed. Now, then I can switch back here, and then, so now this is a new field, right? There is nothing here. So I'm just going to come down here to my SQL tool, right down here, then click on it. So what I'm going to say is, add new connection, right? So I'm going to click on it, to add a new connection. Then I'm going
Please,
to use my SQL.
can you go a little bit
So
slower?
then says connection name. So you can just give this connection minute for, right? Let's say database. Let me just call it database to V. Name actually doesn't matter, all right? The name is just to be able to differentiate it in case you have more than one.
Someone was saying if you can go back, you can be slower. Did you
go
hear?
back where? Who is that?
It's a bit fast, I would say. So where did you go to get VS and SQL? Okay.
Well, okay, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to do it. All right. We've actually wasted like more than enough time because I wasn't even thinking that it's going to take this long. So tomorrow we are going to continue. I didn't even plan to continue this session tomorrow, but it looks as though we're going to continue tomorrow due to the way it is. Because I think many people still are to be able to upload so that those that are not getting it can go back and watch. They can. So you can go and rewatch the video, all right? So, and then I'll try as much as possible also. I'm not promising, but to see if I can host a session where whoever is having issues too can like come in and then I'll just help them one-on-one. So either myself or with Dami there. So Shegu, you wanted to ask a question. Go on.
Thank you for your time. Please, my question is this, please, can you give us video on how the installation start from the beginning to the end, like a video recorded, maybe if you have it, if you can share it with us, I will appreciate. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Oh, okay.
And yeah, I'm actually running on 6 MB per seconds. So I don't even know what's wrong now. All right, so you're asking about the timing, right? All right, so after the section, is either you just subscribe to the YouTube channel so that once it is uploaded, you get a notification and then you can watch. And should in case maybe you actually don't have access to the YouTube link, so I'm going to see 80 subscribers just to separate. I don't think there's any other channel called same name. Okay, so now let's continue. And I think I'm breaking up again. I guess I'm breaking up again.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
All right. So now, I said we are going to connect this. We want to connect our Visual Studio Code to our database, right?
You are getting lost.
We keep losing you. We keep losing you. We are not.
We haven't created yes, we've not created a database yet. So now it's either we use our terminal or we use our workbench to create the database. So which one should we use, terminal or workbench? Actually, both does the same thing.
Terminal.
And it's the same command we are going to run on both. Okay, the terminal. Okay, so then let's say here create database. And then what should we call the database? What should we call it? Anyone with a name? Anyone with a good name for our database? We need a
You are lost again.
Can't hear you again.
are we still here? Like, can we see my screen now? Hello, are we here now?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, all right. So let's continue. So now we want to create a database, and I already like triggered the command. So create database. So what do we have anyone like with a good name that we can use? Like, is there?
He said PLP.
Data kind of syntax is this database, then PLP, and then
We lost you for a while.
So,
We didn't hear what you were saying.
Yes, I said I was asking that what database, like what database name should we use? So someone said PLP. So I made an error here. I wrote data. I don't even know what this is called. Maybe database, whichever way it's pronounced. So I said.
Okay. You are lost again.
Are we here? Can we hear me?
We are just
Okay, can you hear
hearing
me
you
now?
now. We lost you for a while. Yes,
Okay,
we
yes.
can hear you.
I noticed that was why I paused and then see if we can see be connected again. Okay. So what I was actually saying was that here I asked if we can let me try to set just hope this thing will not fall. Oh my god. Don't fall. Don't fall. Okay. So we are still with me, right? We can hear me, right?
We can hear you,
clear.
but just that your screen is lost, and at the while we lost it at the same time. Bad network.
All right. So here actually in this page, so what I did then was that I wanted to create a database. So I asked what good database name suggestions do we have? Then someone came up with PLP, but after pressing enter, I got this error that I need to use the right syntax. Like I should get the right syntax that database this syntax is not recognized. This is database or whatever. So I had to rewrite it as database because I used data BSE. So, and then after creating it, it says query OK, one row affected. Then now I want to rerun this show databases again. So are we still with me? I just hope I'm not disconnected.
Yes, we are with you.
So now I'm going to
hear
click on the show
you.
database. So now enter. And then this time around, before we have information schema, MySQL, performance schema, system. But now you can see information schema, MySQL, performance schema, PLP. So now we have a database PLP. So now we're going to VS Code to connect our PLP. So here, database PLP. So I actually did it in lowercase. So if I had done it with PLP, on getting here, I must use capital PLP also. So PLP, then my username, root, because I didn't change it. So it's going to be root. All right. So my username is going to be root. Then now for our password, so I can actually ask it to save password so that whenever I'm doing these things, I can just, You can do save as plain text in settings, but let's just allow it to ask on every connect. So then let me just ask it to ask on connect. So then I can text my connection now. So text connection. So then my password, I'm going to give my password here. So let me type my password. Are we still with me? Are we there? Anyone?
You.
So enter and then successfully connected. So some of you have done something wrong somewhere that whenever you want to test your connection for the first time, it's still not even going to work. It's going to drop bunch and loads of errors. So if you're watching from the beginning, you see that it is once and our connection has been tested successfully. So now we can save the connection. So now I'm clicking on save connection. Now it says we are connecting now to the VS Code section. Now we are connected to our local host there. Then now we can say connect now. So you can read through if you want. You can read through and you can just see everything here and just read through. So this is just like a review syntax showing that you're connected to PLP with root and then your password and the way everything is just set. Then we can connect. So it's going to ask for my password again. So first of all, I'm going to click on my SQL. No, sorry. I'm going to click on here and then connect again. My password. And then we have a database that has been opened for us. So whatever we're doing inside this particular place is going to be working directly, like be connected. Okay, like just watch this. You can see PLP database. So whatever you're doing here is going to be affecting this our database right here. All right. So we're supposed to stop here, but instead of just stopping here, let's do some basic commands. Let's try some things out. Let's go a little bit crazy here.
So I want to ask
Let's break it.
So,
go on.
Please, is it for every database that we are going to be configuring it on the VS Code before we can, as in, is it for every database being created that we are going to come to the VS Code to come and configure the test the connection to the rest?
No, it is not. Now with this VS Code, I have 4 options. With VS Code now, I have 4 options. Which VS Code is 1, command prompt is 2, Workbench is 3, and then my what's it called? My SQL what's it called? Shell itself is 4. SQL shell is 1, Workbench is 2, command prompt is 3, VS Code is 4. So I'm just like spreading more ways of me to interact with my SQL. So I'm just showing because some people would actually want to use VS Code. Some people might actually like Terminal. Some people might actually like the Workbench. Do everything. So whichever one you're going to use, everything has been set up. Once you install everything, the rest you can use them. It's only VS Code that you have to go through all these things to be able to connect to your database and then do whatever it is you want to do. Okay, so that's just it. So now that we are here, just as I love doing, so we have this new kind of like stuff that's this SQL tool by this guy. What he actually just did in his what he actually just updated in this SQL tool is that we can actually run queries in separate blocks. Before, we can like type many queries. Let's say we type many queries and type many queries. So whichever one that you want to run, just as in the Workbench, you're going to highlight it and then now run it separately. As a matter of fact, you even have to, let me even see if that is still here. You now have to, okay, you already changed everything. So you now have to run it. You now have to run it separately, right? So, or you select the block and it starts running, blah, blah, blah. But now we actually don't need to do that again because with the help of just hyphen space at block, we can create separate query blocks. You can create separate query blocks, and then from here we can run another this thing here, and then if we want to run everything in this line alone, we use this. If we want to run something in this line alone, we use this. And then if we want to create another one, we can have another section here, just say block again, and then whatever is here, you can just run this line alone instead of running everything together before. So that's just it. All right, so now after explaining this, let's do something real quick. Let's just do something basic, really basic. All right, so I'm going to delete all this, and then now I'm going to create a table. So now I want to create a table inside our database, right? So I'm going to create a table, and then let's say I want to create a table for users, for we the users. Then what you need to understand is this is what we call statements in database. This is called statements because whatever ends with a semicolon like this is actually called statements, right? So this particular one are the reserved keywords here. This particular one here, this is the reserved keyword here. So we are saying create table users, and actually you can also use create table users in like lowercase and small letters. So it actually works too, all right? But it is the best, like it is a good practice to use like upper cases. So and then now we are using this to set our identifier here, which is like the name of the table. The name of the table is going to be users. And then now let's input some files inside of this. So I'm going to add this and then open this. So I'm going to add, let's collect their ID. Let's collect their email. So ID is like actually very essential for most database stores. So grab their email, grab their name, or instead of saying name, let me just say grab their let me just call it info. Let me just use info so that we will not have troubles here. I want to explain again. Then the last thing, let's just grab country also. So since country is the last one, I'm not going to add any this thing in like comma after it. All right. So now that we are grabbing the ID, like give like let's now make the structure a complete one, which is going to like communicate with the what was it called? So everything now, all these identifiers right here. So this one particularly is just to grab the ID, and then actually this is email, and then we have the info. So this info for us, we're using it to grab the name actually, all right? Because I can't start explaining why name is showing blue color just now. But you can use name. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. We can use it. So, all right. So now we all know that IDs should be integers, right? I think IT of all this should be in int. It would be received as integers, all right? And then from here, we are going to constrain it, all right? So we are going to constrain it and then say primary key. So this is going to get the like data validation, all right? It's going to give it it's going to set like unique number, all right? It's going to like set a unique number for each row. You get it? So now this particular constraint here now. So after setting a particular number for each row, so it's the one that is actually validating the rules, right? It's like more of like our data validation and then the rules that has been set up. So now we are now going to give it one more last thing that is actually very, very essential. So we are going to add a unique number for each row. So, and to be able to do so, we need auto increment, all right? Auto underscore increment. So which means the more infos, like the more email, the more info, the more country, automatically just start like give the numbers yourself. So it's not like I want to register on your website and then I will say I'm number 21. Then I'll fill it number 21 to register. Then I will not add my email, add my name and my country. No. I hope you're getting the point now. So that's why we add auto increment. So it's going to create a new colon for your stuff automatically. All right. So now, the next thing, our email. So email actually uses, we're going to just give it a space, a varchar space, a varchar. So we're going to give it a varchar. And then here, we're going to give it a, so actually, if you don't know what varchar means variable character. So we're going to give it like less than a bit, or in fact a bit. All right. So we're going to give it 255 as the max length. So no matter how long your name is, your Gmail is, it cannot take 255 characters. And then I hope I'm still connected.
Very much. We are getting it.
And then,
We are getting you, sir.
100%.
Calculating characters. This is how to calculate characters. When you hear 255, now 255, let's use this line to calculate 255. This 255, you might actually be looking at it that 2255 character might be 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 together, or maybe 5, 6, 7. No, character starts from here. This is already 1. This one that is blinking already in this space here is 1. Then let me just use the front arrow key to count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. So this particular line now is 40 character. So that's why we're giving you 255, that no matter how long your Gmail is, your Gmail cannot be in the name, your Gmail cannot be our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come at gmail.com, something like that. So no matter how it is, you cannot use that crazy length of this thing for me. I don't think I don't even think the email providing services say we won't allow you to use that kind of name. How do you input it in listings? Okay, so that's just it about this particular. So we've used it to give a variable character of 255 max length. All right. So now, when we are counting within an 8-bit number, so 255 is more of a byte. All right. So if you use 256, it's just like you're just like giving you're just like wasting space. All right. Then now we need to give it a constraint also. So, and then our constraint will be not null, which means it cannot be empty. You need to pass something inside. You cannot give me an info and you will not give me email. You will not give me a country and you will not give me email. No. And then one thing also that is very, very, very essential is what? For mail, unique. It must be unique. All right. So it must be unique. You must. So in case you're hearing noises at the background, please pardon the noise. So pardon the noise. In fact, blame them. Don't blame me. It's not my fault. Oh, I don't know why they are screaming at the background now. All right. So now, not null. So you set the unique. So this unique is trying to tell it that whatever you are receiving here must not, like whatever you've received here in one of the IDs before, must not come again. Don't accept two people using you at gmail.com or me at gmail.com, something thereabout. So now, for the name, for the info, we can actually give it a varchar again, all right? But let's just say maybe this info now, we want to use it to just collect their background, like want to tell us their story, like their biography. Then here we can use something like text. But if it is like, if we are trying to grab their name, actually, I will just use varchar again, then just give them small lengths, because I know your name cannot be even up to 200. So I can even give them a max length for their name of maybe 50 at highest, maybe 50 or 60 at highest. So here, I gave it a text constraint, which actually is telling it that we are going to be storing a value of an unspecified size. So, and you know, you need to like give it a space as much as possible, because this person might want to write the story of when he or she was born to this very present moment. So are we still there? I hope I'm still connected.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes, we are here from Kenya.
All right. So now the country. So country too now is now where another problem is. There are two ways of grabbing a country, like to grab like data from country, or how to, assign the datas to country. All right. So we have two ways, which, my God, this noise is tampering with my brain. I used to lock this door before, but they will make me lock the door. I don't know what they are discussing, and their noise is coming from that end to this place. What kind of life is this? Okay, so now I have two ways that I can actually grab the country name. All right. So actually, I can still just use a varchar, a variable character of maybe IS, the longest country name. I think the longest country name is just 18 letter words. Is it even up to 18? No, it's 18 or 12. I don't know. I think it's 12 or 18. I don't know. I just know it's 2 words, the longest country name. So, and actually, I'm not asking for town. So it's only a town that I know that there is a town that the length of the name is maybe, was it 40 something words or something thereabouts. I think it's Tama, Kosima, Ogo, Purikika, something, whatever. The town with the longest name, Tama, something like that. This is it. No, this isn't it. This and down. Leah, Fergie, so blah 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 blah. I don't even, just imagine. How can you tell someone that you're so if someone asks you what town are you from, you just start, I'm from Lelah, whatever this thing is called, and but the brain will even nearly shut down. So the one I was actually like looking for is this particular one down here. This particular one down here is the one that has like the longest name. So I don't know why they brought that one here. This one, Tau Matakwa, Tau Tama, blah 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 blah, Turiputi Purukutu, then Yukitan. I just know this last part is Tanataun. That Tanataun is the only thing that I can remember. So, and that's it about that section. So are we still with me?
Yes.
Can hear you. We can hear you.
So and then according to this it has 85 characters. 85 characters, just a town. So how do I explain to someone that I come from? So some people now actually just give it a medium name, Taumata. You just say Taumata Hill or Taumata Hill. But if you actually go to Taumata Hill, the description of the particular place on the signpost that is there is not just Taumata, which is like the first 6 letter words or the first 7 letter words, Taumata. It's Taumata Waka blah 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 87. Just imagine that the signpost of a town is using almost how many poles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 poles just to hold the name of a street, God forbid. Okay, so let's continue. So we're not collecting their town name. So should in case the person is not from that particular part of the world, that will add to give this place the 12 or well, let's use 2 in this case. Now, why did I use 2 in this case when we want to collect the value of country? Remember that every country actually has a code. We call it not zip code though. Like we have country code. For Nigeria, our country code is NG. For Ghanaians, I think theirs is GN. I don't know. Then for United States, theirs is just US. For United Kingdom, theirs is just UK, and so on and so forth like that. So that's what we want to grab here. So then that's why I gave this. So what we want to grab is just the NG and the whatever. So I think Kenya is KE. I don't know why you people used KE. The first 2 words. You people need deliverance. Is it KE? I think it's KE. For Kenyans, is it KE?
Yes, it's KE.
It's KE. Maybe we should have just used like KY. Kenya. Going to make sense. How can they use KE? Well, no problem, Sha. The people that did it has died already, so we'll not blame anybody. All right. So, is it? So I've given it a max length. I've given it a max length of 2. And then now what we're going to do is run this. So I'm going to run it, run, and then I should see a green icon here. Okay, I think it's run successfully. Okay, this place is, let me reduce the screen now. Okay, so it ran successfully. So we actually didn't badge into any error. So I'm going to remove this first and then increase the screen again. So now this time around, I want to now input, like we want to now like input values inside this our table. But first of all, let's confirm if this table has been created. So here, this is the table. So I'm going to open the table. And then as you can see, this is a user table right here. This is a table user. And then inside the table user, you can see we have our bookmark. I will go and sleep with you. So we have our int, we have email, we have our email with the variable, which everything that we've added, and then the info, giving it a text, and the country to grab the country. So everything is ready now. So this time around, we're going to pass in our data inside this schema here. So yes, actually we call this schema, right? We call this schema. So now I want to insert our details.
Sorry, sir, please. Why did you use VACA of 2?
You said?
For the country. The country, why did you use VACA of 2, like variable character of 2? So just two text.
Jesus. That was why I explained that every country has like their code. Listen, had it been okay? Look, let me explain this way. Wait. So let me do something. Let me do something real quick.
My savings.
Let me do something real quick. So let me open a folder. And do I even need to open a folder? There is no need. But let me just explain something to you. You see, when you're creating your website and you've created your form, in your form, what you want to submit, in your form, you can actually set it in a way that whatever country you can what's it called? In this particular scenario now, if I'm using this particular type in HTML, I don't think we've gotten to that particular place, but we'll use what we call select. We have what we call select in HTML, like select, all right? So this select, what it does is inside the select here, we have some options. We have options, like we have option. So like the option 2 is also a tag, like it will still look like this, something like this, like option. So I will not be diving too much into it. So in this option, I can say Nigeria. All right, Nigeria. So on the website, what the user sees is Nigeria, but the value that I've set here for Nigeria that is going to send to my database is just NG. Are you getting it now? So the value that I've set inside the option is that for my database, send NG if the user pick Nigeria. Another option can be here, ALT shift down, and this one might be Kenya. But here in my value, I would have set what? KE. So if the person picks Kenya, it will send KE to my database. But if the person picks Nigeria, it will send NG to my database. Are you getting the point now? So don't worry, when we get to HTML, when we are doing HTML,
it shocked me too.
But at least you understand it a little bit now, bah? So
I get you.
So what I actually did here is an HTML code. This is HTML, a form, HTML form, a select form. So that kind of this thing that when you want to log in, if you want to register, I'm coming. Let's do something. Let's go to W3 school. Let me quickly wait. Let me stop this section and start another session. And this one save. This one is almost an hour. Okay, I'll just split it to 2 then. So let me stop recording. And then I will initiate another record now. Initiate another record. So I'm waiting for it to just remux the record. Okay, it's remuxing it already. So now, this should be part 4 now. All right. So now let's go to our browser again and say select HTML tag. So let me quickly use the one for W3 school, W3 school, whatever. So you can see that they actually added value here now. Value. So here they said option 1. So that means here you can. I need something that we can relate with, Joe. Try it yourself. So here you can see. Let me first increase this one here. I don't know what's this. So here we have select, and then we have some option here. So we have some option here, and then we have Volvo, whatever. So this person has actually, like, maybe at the back end given a varchar of like huge space. That is why they can give like enough, like more than enough values like this. So let's say this Volvo now, for me that I'm using 2, I'll just use VV or VV to understand that it's Volvo. Then for sub car, I can just use maybe SB. Then for Mercedes, I can just use let's say MD for Mercedes, and then for Audi, I'll just use AD. So you just make sure that everything is unique. None of them are using same thing. All right. So let's run this. And then now if you click on the drop down here, so if I pick from here, what user will see is, okay, Swedish cars, Volvo, Saab, German cars, Mercedes. Then I say, okay, I like Mercedes. I click on Mercedes. So to me as a user, I picked Mercedes and submit. But at the back end, I actually clicked on what? MD. So as you can see, your input was received as MD. You see now. So this one will be sent to the back. You get the point now. So all right. Now I think that should have explained it enough, right? I think we get it now, isn't it? Hello?
Yeah, 100%, 100%, sir.
All right, so that's
We got
that's,
you.
Sorry,
that's the reason why.
We got you.
So that's the reason why I
Bravo.
just gave it to. All right, so let's continue. I don't use my time. I have
sorry.
tasks.
You
I have
are
tasks I
damn
need
right.
to.
I would DM you.
Okay. You might actually DM, all right, but I'm not guaranteeing that you'll be able to like get response, because I've been here since 6 and this is 8 now. I've in fact I
All
cannot,
right, no wala,
because
no wala, no
the
wala.
time is actually not wasted, because we're actually using it for something that is benefiting all of us. So it's better for us to understand and know how this thing works together than have some knowing it and some does not know it, and some are lagging behind and things like that. Okay, so now we want to add values now. So I'm going to create a new block here. All right. So now I've created a new block here. I'm getting feedback. Who's that? Hello. You need to mute yourself. You need to mute yourself. Someone's giving me feedback. Dami Crips, you're giving me feedback. I'm getting feedbacks from your end. Okay, thank you. It's gone. All right. So now we want to add values here, because everything here is actually empty. Because to check what's it called, to check inside like our database, right? To check inside our database, we can actually check, like we can run to check if to see what is in our database, and I can say select to check. I'll say select, then global, which is star, then from user. So it's only user that we still have here. From user, right? Then I'll just add this and then say enter. So then press run. So you can see it came back with nothing to show for it, but it's showing that there is an ID, but there is no data. There's email. To Then I'm now going to call this our database, our table user. So insert into users. Then the next thing I want to do is open a parenthesis again, like this. Then at the back of the parenthesis, add a semicolon. Then in the middle, I just press enter again to give this space. So I want to write inside this semicolon or semicolon, whichever way it is called. So, but then if I should just start writing like this, I'm going to crash into bugs and errors. Why? Because on this particular statement is where we're supposed to grab what we want to feel. All right. So now, what do we want to feel like? What are we trying to insert into? So we are trying to insert into our email. Then the next one, we are trying to insert into our info. And then lastly, we are trying to insert into our country. All right. So country. Then now, just outside of this, like this, before the semicolon, like this, I'll press space, then I'll hit enter. So I already told it with this line that I want to insert into user, and I just want to change the email, the info, and the country. All right. So, but what I want to replace it with is these values. So then these are the values. Then I will now open this again. So this particular second one is the one that is now going to use this semicolon, the value. So respectively, as you can see here, respectively. So then single quotes, because email is string. So I can say plp@gmail.com. All right, then comma, enter. Then again, then info too is going to be a string, varchar. Varchar. So then let's just say I am a lazy developer, which is very, very true. Okay. Then lastly, I give 2 inputs here. I give space for just 2 here. All right. So what I'm going to do is just say, so it's also going to be this thing to ng, because we are manually imputing by ourselves. So now, what we're going to, let me first close this session first. Let me close this session now. Let me run this. Now let's run this, and then just, so if I just click on here to run, and then we're going to have this page. So now it actually runs correctly. All right. So now, but now you'll not be wondering that even after sending this, that you now feel like, okay, we did email, info, and control. How about the ID? Where is the ID? So remember that from the last step, we added auto increment here. So ID by itself is actually going to be created by MySQL automatically. So if it works correctly, it's going to run automatically, and it's going to be increasing by itself, creating the value by itself for our SQL. Any error on the screen right here. So now I can just remove this. So now let's come back here and then run this again. So if I run this, then we can see we have a table right here. So let me shrink this. Let me shrink this. No, apologies. Shrink this. Shrink this, the modesty space. Okay, shrink this too. Okay, like this. So at least the screen, we were able to get everything now. So as you can see, now inside our database, we have plp@gmail.com, and this is I am a lazy developer, and this user is from Nigeria. So it's just like as simple as this. So we can add as many as possible, as long as the email is unique. The other ones can be same thing. And since this one uses auto increment, so it's definitely going to still be different. All right. So, and then now we can still do something. We can still let's say, for example, maybe we are not trying to grab everything just as we did here. Well, maybe let's say we are just trying to grab, we just want to see the user ID and then the user email alone. So what if I just want to see the ID and the email alone. Maybe I don't need their info and the country. I don't care about it. Then you can still just do something like this. So everything on database is just like sentence. So we're just going to say select. Then I will now say select email. So I want to select email. Then I also want to select ID. So remember, it is the way you call it that is going to do it. So that's why I'm calling it one after, like from behind. So let's say from our table. We only have one table here, user. So grab it from user, then add this, and then let's run this. So as you can see, it only brought the ID and then with this. So what I'm going to do is I can swap ID here and email here so that it's going to look like it's going to make sense. All right. So, but then let's add more this thing here. Let's add more these things here. Format selection. Okay. Just leave it there. Let me just add more. Okay. Just add more. I'm supposed to give it this thing. I'm supposed to put it in a separate thing. Your own separate container value like this. So let me just duplicate this. Shift down. Okay, but this time around value is not needed anymore. And then after the first one, I can just add comma, second one, comma, and remove value here. And then if I run this, I'm going to run into error because here we said email should be unique. So let's run this and see if it works. Let's run it. Run. You see, there's an error here that says duplicate entry of plp@gmail.com for key users email. Then for here it says query with errors. So let's change their mail. So this one is plp, then this one is pl, and then this one is just p. And then let's run it again. Okay, sorry, we have email. We have this one registered already before. So we're running it. We just like want to add it again. So let's say p square, p2, plp2. Then let's run this. All right, so it worked. Let me remove this and then run the section for the select all here to select everything. Then, as you can see, this is our table. I don't like the way we stretch this thing. This thing just. Now let me still tell you something. So you know that looking at it from here, we have 1, 8, 9, 10, and you're looking at it that why are we having 1, 8, 9, 10? So the reason why we have 1, 8, 9, 10 is because I am running the same line of code. So it has generated a unique number before. And then since what is in 1 is the same thing as what is in 2, or maybe what was in 2 is the same thing as what was in 4, it just picked 1 out of it. Are you getting it? Because it has to be unique. What it's going to bring to you is unique. So I've messed that up already in the beginning. I'm just supposed to like re-add the section, not like run everything together again after adding those ones. But don't worry about this one. So you just understand that that's the reason. So now I want to select email and ID. So I said, let me grab ID before email. ID. Then I can grab the email. So let me run this particular block now. So you see, it's only grabbed their ID and their email. Grab this, grab that, grab this, grab that, just as it wished. All right. So it's actually following the alphabetical order here from P to PL to PLP to PLP2. All right. So now let's continue. So what else can we still do here? So what else can we still do before we call it a day? What else can we still do? So tomorrow we're just going to work directly on our assignment. So today we just use it to learn. We use it to learn how to use database, right? How to connect your database to VS Code and how to run some basic commands. So what else do I still even do here? So okay. Let me do limits. Let me add limits. Email. I can set a limit. And then Then if I should run this line again, it's going to bring me just 3. You have an error in your SQL syntax. Limit. Wait, didn't I spell it correctly? Is it possible? It's not possible. This one cannot affect it now. What's going on here? Oh, sorry. I forgot that my semicolon is still here. Sorry. So it's supposed to be an extension. So limit 2, sorry. This semicolon means this is the end of the statement. So limit 2 is just like another new statement and is not correct. So let me remove this. So you use, this is where the statement ends. So run. So it grabs only 2. All right, so that's it. And what else can we still do? I think that's all. So what else can we do? So okay, we can even order it. We can order it from VS Code. Actually, we can order it. So let me do order by. Yeah, thank you. Order by. Should we order it by the email? No, it's already ordering it by the email already. So we want it to order it by the ID. So I'm not going to limit it to 2. I'm going to grab maybe 3, or let's just grab the 04. Still the same thing. So order by ID. My ID in ascending order, AST. Just like this, order by ID, ASC in ascending order. And now if we run this, it's going to like print them in ascending order. And then we also have like descending order also. All right, but let's first try our ascending order and watch this. You see 1, 8, 9, 10. All right, but if we remove this, it actually has the power to like just print them out anyhow, 10, 9, 1, 8, any way that it wants, because it's using the order of email. So, but if we want it to be ordered in a specific way, like in ascending order, using ID's order, we now say use the order of ID in ascending order. Then when we run this, it's now going to use 1, 8, 9, 10. So that's it. And then we also have descending, which is just DESC. DESC, that's it here. Then if we run it again, it's just going to turn everything upside down, 10, 9, 8, 1. So, and let's just return this to ASC and run. Yeah, so that's it. All right, so let's see, what else can we do? What else can we do? Okay, let's do something. Let's do something. Let's do just one more thing before we go. The last thing for today. Let's do what's it called? Let's do programming than what's it called? Python, right? So now I can say where country, you know, all our users actually are this thing. So let me grab country too here. Okay, let me just grab all. Grabbing country means I'm grabbing all. If I grab the 3, so let me first remove this and run. Okay, so let me reduce this. All right. So now, you know, everyone that we have here registered here are all from Nigerians. All right. So let's add new people. Let's add new people. Let's add Kenyans. KE. Then just add something unique here. Then here, let's add another KE. And then let's add something unique around here too. Then here, let's add. Do we have any other country like here? Do we have any other country? I think we are just Kenyans and Nigerians, right? Everyone here is just Kenyan and Nigerian. So should in case South Africa forget about us. Whether it's Charlie, not Charlie. So I think that's the 3 countries that can actually be here. I don't know if there is any other country, like if you are here and your country has not been used yet, please kindly mention your country so that we'll just add it. Because this is the last one we're doing. Speak if you want to speak, like go on.
Add South Sudan.
Okay, South Sudan. Sorry, yes. South Sudan. We have South Sudan too. All right, so I'm going to give you, let's say, south@gmail.com. And we are all lazy developers.
You write SSD. That's the abbreviation.
Okay, SA. SS.
SSD.
Okay, SSA. In our
SSD, South Sudan. For South Sudan, you write
okay, SSD, but in our table, we only give space for 2. So that means we are going to use SS. We only give space for 2 characters. So we're just going to use SS like that. So South Sudan. I think that's all. So that's the 4 countries that are here. We have Nigerians, Kenyans, South Africans, and South Sudanese. South. What do they call you people? Well, like what do we call you people? South Sudanese. Yes. Sudanese. South Sudanese.
Yes.
Ghana is Ghanaian. Kenyan is Kenyan. Kenya is Kenyan. Nigeria is Nigerian. South Sudan. If it is why are you people not Sudan? Okay, I think your country should be South Sudan, so that you people will be South Sudan. Since Nigeria is Nigerian, it's South Sudanese. Imagine. I don't know who even gave this thing for Nigerian. China is not China. It's not China. It's Chinese. So they just stop using the hand and just change all of a sudden to his. China, Chinese, Kenya, Kenyan, Nigeria, Nigerian, Ghana, Ghanaian, China, Chinese. The one that is even worse is Germany. See, Germany is German. Why can't they be German and German or Germanese or something? Germany, German. The people that are naming country are just sick. They just give those things name as they want. Okay, I wonder what they call people from South Korea.
What about Rwanda? Rwandese or Rwandan?
Rwandese. So like the name of some countries just sounding like underwear. Okay, let's continue. So let's run this. All right, so this actually worked. Now let's call them out and then see what we've got. Okay, we have a long list now. This will be good to work with. We have a long list now, all right? So we have Nigerians, Kenyans, South Africans, and South Sudanese. So let's see. I think the Nigerians still have like most people here, like almost 4. Okay, let's see. Where country equals NG, where country equals NG, then I can run this. So now what I'm saying is select all from users where the country is NG. So that means only select all people that are from Nigeria and then order them in accordance, in straight accord, like in ascending format. So everybody you're going to see here are all the Nigerians that we have. All right. So now let me remove this again. Then now I can still say, what if I just need maybe like let's say maybe I just need like something I can say, and the ID, maybe like the people that their ID don't pick the first like people, like the first 10 people. I think, yes. If I don't pick, no, if I didn't pick the first 10 people, I'm not saying anybody. Let's don't pick the first 8 people. So where, so I'm going to say and like people. All right, let's run this. So we have just people that are Nigerians that register from like 9 and 10. So it's just like sentence, something like Python. You can also do like all these programming sheets here on, apologies. You can do programming stuff, not, yeah, stuff here also. So you can do programming stuff here too. So because actually, well, yes, database is actually a programming language too. So I don't know. So is putting some nonsense, and you, that particular person, maybe you don't know the person's name, but according to the system was able to detect the person's email. You know, email is the most unique because thousands of people can be bearing the same name inside your what is it called, inside your database. So the mail is really starts with
We have lost you. We cannot hear you again.
Everywhere is blank, please.
Likewise.
Please come back. I will call you.
Oh my God. You say you go cry. Hey, Avego. We cannot console anybody. Let's just wait for him. He'll be back.
Otuka,
Yes, what happened?
how you dey do?
I did do it.
You cannot be doing that in this class. You cannot be doing that in this class, please. Thank you.
Let me chat Dami up on WhatsApp. I think maybe his network went off. For him to have stopped sharing his screen too means that his
Probably.
network is bad.
Yeah. Victoria Gicheha, are you from Kenya?
Yes, I am from Kenya.
No,
Victoria.
Jumbo.
Don't give your number. Don't give your number. Don't give your number. Don't give your number. Thank you.
The Kenya Power of Nigeria has done that thing.
Tell me, are you there?
Man, I just done. Are you there? See me?
I don't know. It's like his network has really gone out because he stopped sharing his screen.
The Kenya Power of Nigeria has done that thing for him.
Oh.
Kalile. They call it Nigeria Power.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Those Nigerians have Kenya Power.
Yeah, the Kenya Power is doing that thing.
Otuka.
So, hope you guys enjoy this
Verbi.
Let developers develop themselves. I beg.
How are you, Otuka?